I designed this hormone balancing class for women experiencing the symptoms of perimenopause or menopause. You don't have to, but if you can, have a rolled up towel or a big, thick couch cushion or pillow near your mat. Let's get started. It's time to feel uplifted. To begin, come in a comfortable cross-legged seat, or you can sit on your heels or even on a chair if that's what works best for you. Our goal here is to find a nice tall spine. So however or wherever you're sitting, feel the sitting bones widen and ground down. Have a sense of your heart rising away from that space. And imagine the top of your head pressing into my palm as the shoulder blades relax down your back. From this tall spine, notice if it's just easier already to breathe. Allow a few complete inhales and exhales to release through the nose or mouth. And I'll be showing you now a cooling breath that you can do anytime you want to feel like you have a little air conditioner over your shoulder. And this is the body's natural cooling mechanism that you can tap into through the science of yoga and Ayurveda. So there's a couple ways to do this breath. If you can curl your tongue, you're going to inhale through the curled tongue and exhale through the nose. You'll notice I can't curl my tongue, in which case you can just purse the lips and it's like you're drinking the air in through a straw. Another variation of this is that you can kind of clench the teeth and smile as you inhale. And exhale through the nose, lips sealed closed. So pick which variation is going to work best for you, whether curling the tongue, pursing the lips, or inhaling through the teeth. Keeping that tall spine, inhale through the mouth. Exhale through the nose. 3 more rounds. Breathing in. Breathing out. Remembering this as a breath that you can come back to anytime you are having a hot flash or an intense moment. Just remember this. It's called Sitkari or Sitkali pranayama. In through the mouth, out through the nose. And then as you're ready, gently open your eyes and just mimic me in this movement of rocking forward and back. Palms are face down on the knees. Palms can be face down on the thighs if you're doing this seated in a chair. Every inhale, you come forward. It's like your torso's a spoon inside a giant pot, and you're trying to get the liquid off the rim of the pot, right? So you lean all the way forward, and then it's okay to almost like fall backwards, leaning back on the sits bones as you come back. Reverse the direction. Really nice. Come to lie down on your back now. So soles of the feet on your mat, knees point upwards. Have your heels about an arm's distance away, so make sure your middle fingers graze your heels. Take a huge breath in here. Exhale, relax completely. And as you breathe in, this time just press your feet into the floor and lift your hips up. As you exhale, let the hips drop back down to the ground. Do this a few more times. Inhaling. Exhaling, low back releases to the earth. Inhaling. Exhale completely. Do 2 more on your own. Good. Inhale. Keep the hips lifted. And this is where if you have that support, bolster, or couch cushion, you want to slide it underneath your booty now, so that the booty is completely propped up, so there's no effort for you to hold here. If you don't have the prop, you'll just put your low back down on the floor again, because we want to be supported and resting. So either the booty's elevated by couch cushion, bolster, proppage, otherwise the seat is just on the floor. And from here, I just want you to rub the palms. Just rub the palms, rub, 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 rub. And then have the middle finger pointing down towards your pubic bone and the thumbs touching at your navel. So you're just making a upside down triangle, the area of your pelvis. Let the bones in your feet soften, let your eyes soften. Relax the tongue in the back of the mouth. Sending conscious deep breaths into the area of the pelvis. Inhale for a long, slow count of 3. Sigh out the mouth, HA. 2 more. Inhale, long, slow count of 3. Exhale out the mouth, HA. Last time, make it huge. Just lie fully supported here. And one of the keys to hormone balancing is to de-stress. So just allow yourself to fully relax here and trust in this process. Know that numerous studies have been done around women in weight loss, and women who practice restorative yoga lost weight more effectively than women who were doing intense cardio exercise in certain studies. Know that your body needs this time to rebalance. If the low back is tweaking a little bit, you can bring the knees to touch so the feet widen, maybe as wide as your sticky mat. Open and create space in the back of the body, so breathe into your low back. In doing those little moving bridges we just did, we sort of stimulated the adrenals, a really key organ of the endocrine system that lie just above the kidneys. They help control our blood pressure, but more interestingly, post-menopause, the adrenals actually are creating more estrogen than the ovaries. So that transition is happening now. So really creating a lot of space in the low back, breathing into the low back is really vital during this time. Your next option here, if you want to look at the screen, if you have that support underneath your booty, and I'll show you what to do even if you don't, is to move it maybe a little bit farther away from you than you had it before. Make sure your towel, your rolled up towel or blanket is reachable. So it's almost like your booty's hanging off. You might want to back your shoulders up as well. It's almost as if you were going to slide off your support. Obviously, you don't want to slide off, but you get the idea. And then you pull the knees into the chest. And hopefully you just feel the low back being stretched and opening here. And those adrenals, again, getting a little bit of activation and pressure. Just like we thought of the sits bones widening at the beginning of class, think now of your low back widening left to right. Can you send your breath into the area of your low back here? You can stay here, or you can lift your legs up to the sky in supported bridge. A lot of times this pose is taught with a block, but I really like doing it with a bolster or couch cushion. And you can keep the knees bent. Now here's the hack, the trick for this one is to actually roll a blanket or take that rolled up towel, and you can place it right at the thigh crease. And then when you take your legs back in space, hopefully you feel weightless and completely supported. Take some ankle rolls here. And let the arms open and unfurl alongside the body, palms face up. Relax completely, and if this isn't comfortable for you, just make whatever adjustments you need for it to feel safe. Of course, if you don't have the support, you can always just take the legs directly up in the air. And hopefully you have that towel or blanket. Helps just make this pose a little bit more passive. Deepen your breathing. And if you like, you can say to yourself here, I am open and receptive to my body changing. I am open and receptive to my body changing. I trust my body. I am willing to fully relax. Just about 30 more seconds in this restorative inversion here. In the yoga tradition, these inversions like shoulder stand and bridge are really associated with balancing the thyroid. It's the master gland of the endocrine system. So it's really perfect to do a practice like this just when you have hormonal stuff going on, hormonal shifts going on. You can let your legs come down now and remove the support. Take your feet as wide as the mat, knees drop in to touch one another. One hand to heart, one hand to belly, and just breathe. Or you can stay in the inversion if this is feeling good for you. Adding in an eye pillow or covering your eyes with a blanket if you want to practice this pose on your own takes it to the next level. I'll leave you here. I'm sending you healing and love and compassion. From my heart to yours, namaste. Come back to this practice as much as you can. Practice the breathing when you're on the go. Add an eye pillow and additional blankets now that you know what this class includes. For a longer class that incorporates all these same elements, I want to point you towards this one, Date Night at the Wall. Don't laugh. I'd love for you to try this class with me later in the week. I'm sending you so much love. From my heart to yours, namaste.